Alright, welcome to Core's Mixed Bag. Tonight we're completing the Call of Cthulhu with Chapter 14, the last chapter, and we're trying to get to complete the whole game and get all 4 endings in single playthrough. So we went through a bunch of conditions. Hopefully we hit them all right. So chapter 14 is the end. There's nothing, like no real gameplay here apart for picking up some correct answers and stuff like that, and that's it. So we're just gonna get through it, and hopefully we'll get it right. So Coastal Cave, Chapter 14. Pierce finally met Leviathan in flesh and blood. The monstrous creature submitted him to a series of ordeals, at the end of which he decided that the detective was ready to face his destiny. Pierce blew up the whaling station, and after a final confrontation with Leviathan, he passed out. So I wake up. So even though, like, through the whole game I collected character points, in this last chapter I have no access to my journal, my character journal, so I cannot in the last chapter decide to level up my character as much as I want, which is bizarre because at the end there's some conditions, like if you want to have access to certain answers and stuff like that, you have to be at a certain level. But anyways, for the moment this is how it is. So we're just, it's pretty much just like a straight path, and you just get to the end of it. I get to the hole. I can't go faster or anything. It's just like my character is like groggy, so it's kind of like limping or something. So now pasta will wake up and the path will have loaded or something like that. This is just all for dramatic reasons, because there's no like nothing can kill you right now. Like there's no obstacles really.
Hey, who are you?
Can't go any faster. Go to the pace of the game.
Where am I?
Okay, let's go. So I don't know who placed all those candles, but that was a lot of work involved there. So now I got this circle, some weird painting. I have to interact with it or get to it. It's just a series of cutscenes right now. It's painting of Sarah Hawkins again. And here, Mare Colden is alive.
It will soon be time, Pierce.
But she's like turned or something like that.
None of this is real.
She gave up to the call.
Am I crazy too?
You survived. Don't you understand? You couldn't die. You will stay alive until you've fulfilled your destiny.
No.
Look at me. Look at me, Pierce. Dare tell me that you still don't believe it.
So I have to always pick the Aurelia language.
When I was 8, my little brother fell from the apple tree. He was bleeding. I took
The
care of
answer
him.
written in
That
Aurelia.
very day, I decided to become a doctor. I never reneged on my oath. That's what led me to Darkwater. The people here needed me. I died trying to save one of them. Help me give them a second chance. Embrace the power of this sleeping god.
You're out of your mind.
It's not just your life that is at stake. Many men and women have sacrificed themselves for this moment.
Colden,
You will not deprive them of their hope of a better life.
I saw what Leviathan did to Thor. We will all die like him.
His life was written well before it started. It was not predetermined that he lived to see the call. But you, yes, it is your destiny.
Alright. Pick again the answer.
Investigation. I understand. Like you, I was called here by a higher power.
Yes, all your choices had the sole purpose of preparing you for the final decision.
I must make a choice.
Not just make a choice, the right choice.
So I hear voices in my head and things like that.
We have one more thing to
So,
accomplish.
yeah. Like the last chapter is pretty much like go through everything, you
I
have
must
that
take you to
reveal,
Sarah Hawkins,
and
our oracle.
hopefully we'll see if we get all four endings.
Sarah, I feel her calling.
We're hoping. Got that right.
Not yet. You have one last thing to accomplish.
And after this game, I don't know what
Do you
I
understand
will
what
play.
it is?
I was thinking of maybe Outlast, the first one, to go along the line of that game. Or I also got Sherlock Holmes, the Devil's Daughter, or something like that.
Are you?
I don't know what I'll do after this game, but anyways, this game will be in the past. Because, yeah, I think I did enough playthrough. Even though it's interesting, this game has a lot of flaws to it. It's not a bad game. It's not the great game either, but for fans of Lovecraft's short stories and the Call of Cthulhu, anyone interested in the mythos of Cthulhu might enjoy this game. The game is not that old, but some of the aspect of the game look like they look outdated. I don't know if the team took a long time to create the game and they got to the end of it at the release and the game was already outdated. That happens with like very long productions. Start working on
What happened to me?
like on a SKU, and like the SKUs like switch, like the generation of consoles you were working on switch during while you were like working, and they upgrade, and you have to upgrade as well. I don't remember, did I go around this? Yes. Alright, I was about to go back up the stairs. Good thing I didn't. Let him make it longer for nothing. I'll go down the ladder. So no need to go at the end of the pier and get into the little sunken boat. Alright, now it's the last section of chapter 14. So after final confrontation, Pierce must go to Alabaster Point, where Sarah Hawkins is supposed to be waiting for him. There, he must make decisions. It's the ending that could change the destiny of the world. So pretty much I have to save the world, but I don't know, when you get to it, you don't really feel it. Now it's a lot more green in terms of lighting. So you're just going through the stairs pretty much like the whole time. And then you get to a plateau, and that's where you get the final cutscene. So you work the whole game to get to be rewarded by cutscenes.
None of this makes sense.
Go. She is waiting.
I like the look though. It's looks very like to the way it's described in the little story, in the short story.
Fuller, you died in front of
With
my
the
eyes.
island of Relie.
Jump to conclusions? Is there not the tiniest
So I'm gonna
chance
meet
this
pretty
could
much
be
all the
inside
characters
of that detective's
on my
skull?
way up the stairs.
What abject substance did you use to turn her into an empty shell?
Abject substance. The serum extracted from Leviathan's oil bestows the power of life. To me, my body is nothing but the mortal vessel of my conscience. To you, it contains more answers and secrets.
Again, like concepts by of the cosmic horror. Alright, let's go up. So yeah, the description in the book is that of like blocks that are like set all over the place like this,
Not anymore. Not since your disappearance on the docks.
with non-occlusion perspective,
So eager to rush to
explaining like the floating blocks there.
You won't make me regret having tried to save people. I did what I could. Even for Coldus.
Your efforts to change your destiny, although in vain, make you worthy of the fate that is yours. The day has come. You will be asked to choose.
Let's keep going. Even though it's very simple, I don't mind the look of the environment. Pretty cool.
You took everything from me. Wife, life, destiny. You forsook your right to a normal life. The moment you chose power over humanity. No one wants to see such an unbearable sight. You don't have the slightest idea of what you speak.
Charles Hawkins wanted to be the chosen one, but unfortunately, he was not chosen.
One who sleeps. My marriage, my family, my own flesh. Why didn't Sarah choose me? Why is it your damn face on her painting?
This is the truth, which is me. Confront me. Confront myself. What's inside of me.
I don't know.
So, you decided to shut your eyes. Find refuge in denial like a spooked child. You've lost your mind.
Here in the animation of the character without his clothes, you can tell like what I've been finding out about the characters is like his arms seems to be like
If nothing's real,
lower than
what are
normal.
you?
You can see the biceps clipping through the torso of the character.
You rejected her half-truths.
Alright, let's carry on. Music's getting good though, like with some kind of tribal choir with the drums. camera is like jumping a little bit is because like the blocks are actually collisions.
I'm almost there.
It's not a ramp. It would have made it smoother, but it's fine. It's the decisions they took. So I'm getting to the end. Finally, we're getting there. See like the huge tentacle going. The skylight is great through the clouds. Sarah Hawkins painting frantically there. So I'm gonna try to include as all the available ending in this video. I'm not gonna cut to make like I don't know how many endings will be available, but I'm not gonna make like one video for each of them. We can comment them as well,
You were waiting.
going through them.
Yes. When I finally discovered the truth, I knew you would come. All this time I was
Don't really have the feeling that there's I have to work really hard to get to the endings. Like a lot of the gameplay could be like just skip through.
To me, Edward Pierce, as I will deliver the truth.
Alright, so I take the really answer
Horrifying. Always.
or question.
Will you trust my words?
Yes.
One man only prepared by the trials and revelations holds the power to change the world. Because I saw you in the dreams I share with my God. I recognize you for what you are, a truth seeker. One of the rare humans who is able to perceive fragments of his mind.
I feel the truth in your words.
Because it was written, or, as I like to see it, painted on the canvas of fate.
Alright. I'm gonna bring that, like, the knife or something like that. And then I'm gonna take a decision for what's gonna happen. Do I save the world or not? Alright, I have all 4 endings, so I will perform the counter ritual first. So I kill Fitzroy. Algernon is using the medallion. Was it like I sacrifice myself kind of thing? So we managed to get all 4 endings, which is great. This is like the objective managed to get. So his eyes turn, change color, so I guess I turned to this. So we're gonna go through the credits. I'm just gonna skip it, and then we get like second part of the ending that goes with it. So now we're at like mental institute, reveals that I saved the world by doing the counter ritual. And it's kind of like telling me the whole thing is just a dream, or it's just the whole madness. And those famous sleeping pills that appears through all the game. So that's it for that first one. So let's pick another one. So we did the counter ritual. Let's see the other one. I don't remember if I have to go through the whole, like walking up the stairs or something like that. Hopefully not. If that's the case, I'm just gonna cut the video there, and I'm gonna make another video just with the endings. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we're there. Alright, so I say so a lot. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I need to move. Why can't I move? Can I only move backward? That's bizarre. Oh, there you go. I was not using the right keys. Classic. Alright, I'm just gonna skip through everything apart from the, well, I just have to take the right answer in Relia when I have a choice. Since we've seen pretty much everything, and I'm gonna let the cutscene roll at the end of it.
Here you are.
Take this one.
Strange, horrifying, always true.
Skip everything. Skip that. And now, this time, I will perform the ritual. So I don't shoot Fitzroy. And then I accept that the world's gonna get destroyed. This is where we're gonna see, in the flash of light, the Cthulhu appear in the distance. Pretty much he said, like, Cthulhu lies dead in Relia, waiting to be awakened again. And he's just gonna repeat that. Interesting scar on the chest of the character. Don't know where it comes from. Probably when he was at war. So since Pierce is the chosen one and performs the ritual, and there's gonna be like Cthulhu in the distance, don't want to miss that part. It's like the epic ending. It's like one huge tentacle. And there he is. And that's it. That's all you get to see. The game's call, the Call of Cthulhu, and all that you get to see is that. And that's like the cutscene or the follow-up to the ending that we picked. So like, pretty much everyone's going insane, and they're just like fighting each other. So this is like the end of the world is pretty much people going insane in the end. Is that what the Cthulhu is? In fact, it's just like getting into the head of people. Making them insane. They can't understand anything. And Pierce is just like one of them as well. It's just insane and brutally fight everyone, kill everyone. A lot of the characters have no hair. They're bald. And it's like him fighting himself. So that's it for this ending. That's what happens when we perform the ritual. This little toy soldier, Sarah Hawkins' son. This ending seems to be a little bit longer compared to the other one. So Sarah Hawkins dead. Alright. So ending number 2. Let's get ending number 3. I'll load the game and get there. So there's something I happens with the videos. I do not edit my videos. I do not have the time or the tools for that. So it's just like pretty much as a streamer, just playing live, or well, it's a live recording kind of thing. There's no like takes, and I don't edit anything. So it's not the greatest video. I'm starting anyways, just for fun that I'm doing this. Hopefully everyone enjoys that, and if you have any questions or any comments, don't hesitate. It's just gonna be helpful for me to get better with the YouTube thing. Plus, you know, like everybody else, don't hesitate to subscribe, give a like. It's not a big deal for me right now, honestly. Just doing this as a hobby, it's not a financial resource for me at this point. Alright, let's skip everything here. Let's pick that answer. Skip that. And let's select. It's over.
I can't let you do this.
So Sarah Hawkins now comes back to the reason. So instead of like he can't shoot her. He just drops the gun on the ground, and she snaps out of the call.
Can force you.
So her decision is to take her own life, and it ends that call, and it saves the world that way. It's a sad ending, though. They're pretty much all sad.
Sorry, Simon.
The sun comes back. So the two elements to perform the rituals are Sarah Hawkins and Edward Pierce. So by eliminating either one, it prevents the end of the world. So this is like the after credits cutscene. Again, that bottle of sleeping pills and pills all over the desk. And here we have a Sarah Hawkins painting. Bottle of alcohol all over the place. Alcohols and sleeping pills. This is the mix that it's not gonna help our character get better. So she pretty much painted her death, and he has that in his office. Alright, that's it. And we're gonna see the fourth ending and the final ending that will put an end to this series of videos for a Call of Cthulhu. And that'll be it for this one. After that, I'm gonna have to find something else for the channel to put on. And yeah, if you're trying to get to all four endings, which is like the ultimate objective for this game, I guess. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. I'll help you with the conditions. Alright, so let's get to the end of it. Once again, we're gonna skip everything since we had the dialogue once. I didn't die too often in the game, so it's not too bad.
Here you are at last, truth seeker.
Alright, let's skip this.
Rick,
Again, we select the ready answer. Skip that one. And sacrifice oneself. That's the last ending that we have. So, gunshot. And that's it. Who got shot? Pierce himself with a Sarah Hawkins painting. So all endings are pretty dramatic. You pick the one that you find the less dramatic. But anyways, this is it for Call of Cthulhu and the series of videos here on the channel of Corey the Corn through the series of Corey's Mixed Bag. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It wasn't too horrible or anything. If you have any questions, don't hesitate again. You can subscribe and like the channel, and hopefully more videos will follow and you will enjoy the content, any future content. So that's it for me. Thanks a lot and have a good night.